Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be taking the neutral switch off of a 2001 Suzuki Intruder, or the Lucia I think is what it's called. So the tools that you're going to need for this is you're going to need an 8mm socket, a 10mm, and then a Allen wrench, or hex drive as I like to call them, and you'll need the 4 size. So let me just go ahead and take that out. So I'm looking at the left side of the motorcycle. The neutral switch is going to be under this plate. In order to take this plate off, you need to remove a couple components. So the first one you need to remove is the cover right here, which is just the storage. I don't know the official name, but just take the key to the motorcycle, undo it, then you just pop it out. I'm going to take the key out, place that down off to the side, don't need the key no more, and then you remove the cover for the container. I have a piece of tape holding it because this hook is broken, but it works. So, and that just has 2 slots, so you just pull it off like that. So this is the first bit where you're going to need the 10mm socket. On this one, it also has a Phillips head. So you could technically use a screwdriver to remove it, but I don't have a screwdriver set with me, so I'm just going to use a socket. So there's 2. There's one up here, which is where I have it hooked up, and you have one down here, which is covered by this plate. We'll remove that here in a second. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Make sure it spins the right way. Once you get the first bit off, it just comes off real easy. There we go. And just to keep the components separated or organized, I'm just going to put it down in there. So go ahead and pop this off. There's nothing fancy about it, it just pushes in there. So you can just pull it right off. And then again, next one is right here. You just pop that off. I need the socket. Apologize for the camera moving around a lot. I don't have a stand for the camera, so I'm just using the free hand to do so. Alright. There we go. And this will come right out. Put that off to the side again. Alright, now we can finally get to this cover plate here. This is where you'll need the Allen wrench. And so there's 4 spots. There's one right here. There's one down there. There's one here. And then there's another one down there, so a total of 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing the top one. These may be a little hard to remove, and what I had to do the first time I took these off is I'll do it on the next one just to show you. They were in there really good. So I actually had to use a wrench and see if I can set it up real fast. Basically use it like that. Grab the short L end and then use this as a handle to turn it and pop it off. But since I've already taken it apart, Should be good now. There we go. Again, sorry for shaky camera. Sometimes it requires two hands to do things, so just holding this up so it comes out easier. Because as it bends down, it puts a little weight on the screw itself, makes it harder to remove. There we go. Go ahead and take the bolts, or screws, whatever you want to call them, place them in there, and then this will pop off. So this one right here, the top right one for mine, it doesn't screw into anything. So it might be different for your bike, but don't imagine so. So it just kind of is in there as a placeholder, look pretty. Okay, so now we can remove that panel, and what that requires is the 8mm socket. If I can get this one off. There we go. Again, sorry, it's just really hard to do this. Alright, so I have the 8mm on there now, and there's a couple locations. There's one right here at the top, one here, and you have to remove the panel to get to this one, and then one down here. So we're going to go ahead and remove the lower one first. Oh wow, I put this one on good. There we go. For now I'm just going to get them loose. Get this one in here, and then the top one. Alright, don't need the ratchet anymore. Just enough to get the thread out so you can just pull the cover off. Go. Hopefully I got it. And oh, still on here, it looks like, and down there. There we go. So again, take the panel off. I'm just leaving the bolts in there because they sit in there. Put that part down, and now you can get to the neutral switch. Neutral switch, it's right here. It requires on mine, it requires a Allen wrench 4, same size we use to take that cover off. There's a couple plugs for it. You got the plug here, which connects to your switch for your kickstand. You got the switch here, which plugs into the main component of the computer or motorcycle. And then you have what I believe to be the ground wire, which is up here up front, so you'll have to remove that as well. And that's just a screwdriver, Phillips looks like, and a smaller than an 8mm. I think it's 6. I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, that's how you get to it. I've already replaced it. I just gotta do some additional work. When I first removed it, the switch right here, if you can see this little green wire right here, that's actually holding it together, because the little tabs that hold it in wouldn't allow it to come out, so I had to tear into it basically. So what I'm going to do is just get a wire and put another one on there just to make sure it's tied so it stays plugged in when I'm driving around, and then wrap it up as best as I can with electrical tape just to keep it somewhat water resistant. When you do remove this neutral switch, I do recommend that you have something underneath, like a towel or even just a small bowl. It doesn't pour oil out, but just as a precaution, when I did take mine out, it dripped like 2 or 3 drops of oil. Nothing crazy, but just to help keep things clean so you don't have something like this going on the pavement. Yeah, that's basically it. Again, if you have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. Leave in the comment or message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Hope this was helpful.